Welcome to the podcast from Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin, and today's episode 204. And I want to tell you that there are three things you can do right now. If you are stressing out and struggling about that, you just don't have enough time to do everything in your day. And by the end of it, you felt like you were doing a lot of things, but you still didn't accomplish anything. That can be a lot of things to do if you are running a household, responsible for a lot of people, have a business, or just kind of person that is so driven and you want to do everything and you kind of end up doing a lot but not enough. Or what happened to me before, I would do a lot but something that doesn't even work. Okay, I feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing so much. I've been so I was so busy and then I'm like, well, that actually moved me nowhere. It's just kind of in the same wheel. Does that feel familiar to you? Yeah. Well, first, I want to address the thing. You need to ask yourself, why do I want to do that many things? And you're probably thinking, do I want to do so many things? I don't want to do so many things. I have to do so many things. I have to. Yes, I know. It can get that way. So we start with number one. Do you even know how many things you need to do? Make a list and then eliminate those things that you don't have to do them today. Just kind of put them on the back burner, okay? Ask yourself, do I really need to take the clothes to the dry cleaner today? Today, do I really need to do it today? No, I don't need to do that today. It can be tomorrow or whatever. Then you're not doing this today. So make a list of all of those priorities that are really, really, really important. Then you look at that list and then you block time. Think about it. How much time it will take you to do this and this and this and that. And if there's a project that you have to work on it, because it's kind of big, so you don't even know how many days it will take you to do it, but you still need to do it, then block the time and you say, you know what, from noon till 2 p.m. I'm going to be doing and concentrating only on this thing. Don't forget to put yourself in a schedule and give yourself breaks. You know how important it is. I keep on always telling you, you probably already got sick and tired of hearing this. You have to put yourself in a schedule, even for 5 minutes. Put yourself on a phone alarm to do it and do it. Yeah, and hydrate and move and all that. Okay. Sorry about that. I just couldn't hold myself back. But then you also need to see, is that enough time? Is that enough time to do everything? If you still have time left, great. If you don't have time left and you have more goals to do that day, to-do list is still long, then you will ask other people for help. Then you will ask, who can you delegate with this? Or who you hire to do this? And you actually need to do that, because if you're afraid to ask other people for help or you feel ashamed because like, no, I have to do this myself. You need to ask yourself, why are you afraid to ask for help? Simple as that. I have a whole episode about why you may be feeling ashamed of asking for help. So I will invite you to go and check that one out. We're giving specific tips and tricks how to deal with that. Today I'm talking about how to create more time. All right. So here's another tip. When you look at other people's busy agendas and they hijack your to-do list, you say no. Of course, if somebody's in an emergency, that's not even a question. But if somebody just calls you to chat, or you see a phone ringing and you know that she's going to take you an hour on that journey that she already talked about the last week, you're not going to pick up the phone. Yeah, you heard me. And if you immediately thought to yourself, oh my gosh, I'm going to be rejected, you feel the fear of abandonment, they'll be fine. Not the first time and not the last. Don't worry, they will find you later. Eliminate those distractions. I talked a little bit more about distractions in the previous videos about productivity and all that, so go check it out. And also, when you have that list, you're going to ask yourself, what the item on that to-do list will make the most difference in my life right now? What will give the most weight to today? And then you go do that first. Yes, you heard me. Also, here's a little bonus tip. If there's an item on that list that you really, really need to do it, but you're kind of like afraid to do it, you're like, well, I really don't want to call the principal. Or I don't know, whatever that is, or that client, or you don't want to face something, or you're like, oh my gosh, that laundry is, I know it's calling my name, it's like shouting my name, but I really don't want to touch it. It's so ugly, and I don't want to do this. This is the thing that you need to do the first. Brian Tracy says, eat that frog. It's like you can read the whole book about that. Just go and do it. Because what will happen is when you will doing this, you already face that. So you will not be burning your energy and stressing yourself out that you still need to do it. And then what happens when you just go and do it the first thing? You have this trust and confidence in yourself that you can face a lot of things, which is very important if you want to increase your self-confidence that I talk about, well, yeah, in yesterday's episode. Check it out. So I think there's quite a few tips for you. Which one did you find the most difficult for you to do? Or which one you thought, oh, I totally can put this in my day and I totally can make it my life easier starting right now? And which one you are committing to yourself right now that you will start implementing it? Cannot wait to hear that in the comments. And if this is the first time for you, thank you so much for stopping by. Subscribe to my channel and like the video if you like the video. And if you know a person that totally can use those tips, just send them the link. Yep, they can find a lot of great tips on this channel, I hope. And if you need more help with stress management, you know what to find me. Just go to my website, beamazingyou.com.